you still think about?
Losing someone hurts. Time can heal, sure, but that usually only works for the few people you lose to a fight, a death, or a reason you can point to. But the hundreds who...
I wouldn't even say time heals the loss of somebody that has died. I think you get less attached, but the mourning is... I think mourning is a lifelong thing. I think if somebody you know dies and you were attached to them, yes, you handle it better later on, but it's not something that ever goes away. You know what I mean? Like, you're always going to be upset in some regard.
Doesn't heal that. It only makes you miss them more. Statistically, you lose roughly 50% of your closest relationships every 7 years, meaning that half of the people you...
I feel like that doesn't average out after, like, an early adulthood.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. I think relationships is just talking about friends, because, I mean, it's not like you're going to lose important relatives that you talk to every 7 years.
I think for your teenage years into early 20s, maybe even 30s, it does. But I wouldn't say 50% of your close relationships when you're like 50 are aging out. When you're older, it does. Maybe that's why it's the average. Because when you're really old, 50% of the people you know are dying. So you're losing half of them. And then when you're young, it's just because you're either disagreeing with somebody, you grow separate from each other, you begin to hate each other, you move. Like that.
Meaning that half of the people you regularly talk to right now will eventually become strangers to you. Strangers who still...
I think it's a slow process, though. I mean, you could probably relate to that in a sense of, like, people you were friends with now, you still might have been friends with 6 years ago, but you're less of a friend to them now. Like, people phase in and out of being acquaintances to friends, kind of back to acquaintances to somebody that you don't even talk to anymore. Like, the guys I was friends with in high school, I would still, like, conversationally, I would call them my friend, but I don't talk to them at all. Like, in actual day-to-day practice, they're not even really my acquaintances. They're people I don't speak to anymore. Like, because I'm 20.
That's kind of the same as Ty. Like, he has some friends from high school that he still talks to, and he still calls them friends. But, what are you talking about? Starting your ring. I was gonna say, Ty, he has some friends from high school, but I don't even know if they're really friends, because all he does is like say like Merry Christmas every year, and then he's done talking to him. So I mean, you can't even really call them friends. I mean. Would you call that a friend? Exactly. That's what he's talking about right here.
3 now. I haven't talked to some of these guys in a meaningful way in 5-6 years. Like, some of them, if I met them again, we would have to actually catch up in a meaningful way. Like, what have you been doing with your life? I don't really know you anymore.
Still think about each other from time to time. And for most of these losses, nothing will go wrong. The relationship will just die out so slowly that you probably won't notice it did. Because most friendships exist because of forced proximity. School, classrooms, shared routines, seeing the same people every...
They're friendships of utility. Friendships of utility are the ones that are most likely to fall. People that you have the same class and work on the same group project with, shit like that. Yeah, it's school stuff. Or your work friends as well. Like, friendships of utility could even extend to, like, the guy that just sits next to you at a cubicle. When he changes jobs, you stop being friends, right? Shit like that. You only really hang out with them in settings where you kind of need to hang out. Then there's that in-between where somebody's, like, a real friend, but you still don't really know them on a deep level. And then you have a true friend, which it, like, doesn't really matter if you're, like, close or far away from each other. You're still just genuinely friends. Like, a lot of people, it'll be like that. That person that used to live with you, they were a childhood friend. You became really good friends. They moved away, but you still talk every month. Like, that's a true friend. Like, you're still communicative, even though you don't see each other at all anymore.
Day without having to try. And when that structure disappears, which it almost always does, a lot of those connections disappear with it. People move, Schedules change.
I mean, it's the same thing, like, in my sense, like, just to give it as an example, a lot of the people that I stream with are, like, friendships of utility, right? I think that Sneeg and Zeusy and Chris, I mean, Chris is my IRL friend too, but, like, Sneeg and Chris and them, like, I would be friends with them regardless of if I kept streaming. But a lot of the people that I have met in the streamer space are only communicative with me because I'm in the same space as them. The second you're no longer streaming, they're no longer your friend. And somebody said that. Some streamers said that, and everybody got mad at them. And I was like, I don't think they're lying. Like, I think it's, like, rude in a sense if you're...
Why would you be getting mad at somebody for, like, saying something that actually true and makes sense? Like, you just gotta be dumb, bro.
like saying it about somebody that you talk to. Like, that'd be if I was like, well, Sneeg's only my friend because of utility. Like, because in that sense, like, Sneeg is my friend. Like, I love Sneeg. Regardless if I streamed, I would still talk to him. I don't know. I think it depends on the person that you're talking about. Like, a lot of the people in, like, the SMP, you know, like, like, if I stopped streaming, I wouldn't really communicate with them anymore. Ludwig? Are you saying Ludwig said that or Ludwig to me? I mean, Ludwig to me is an example. Like, I love watching Ludwig, but Ludwig is not somebody that I would be friends with. I wouldn't even really say I'm friends with Ludwig. I do like watching Ludwig's content. I don't talk to him, right?
Messages come less often, and replies start to take longer each time, until one day there's nothing left to respond to. This drift spikes at very specific points in life. Studies show that friendship satisfaction drops sharply between the ages of 18 and 29, because that's when attention gets fragmented for the first time. School ends, people move cities, responsibilities start, everyone is suddenly managing time, energy, and identity all at once, and most people haven't learned how to do that yet. You don't lose.
Well, yeah, and you're trying to balance a long-term relationship. You're trying to balance a full-time career. You want to hang out with your friends. You're trying to save money. You want to go on trips. There's a million things that could cause, like, an imbalance in a friendship dynamic that makes it harder to be friends. I think what makes people stay friends through those 7-year gaps is the mutual agreement on wanting to stay friends with each other, you know? It's kind of like a relationship. I'm not saying you're dating your friends, because you're not. But in the same sense as dating somebody, you have to want to stay with each other through the changing of each other's lives. You know, you have to take interest in each other's lives beyond it being just something of your own benefit. Does that make sense? Like, you probably have a friend that only does things with you when he wants to. He's only there to talk when he wants to, you know? Like, you gotta be there for your boys, you know? Like, sometimes there's instances where, like, your friend might hit you up about something, even if you don't want, like, yeah, like a floater motherfucker. It's a one-way friendship. It's only, and those people are gonna be the ones that don't stick around. Like, those are the people in your life, at least specifically. You're just not going to be friends with them. That's me. And I don't think anything's wrong with that. I'm just letting you know the people that you're friends with are probably going to stop being friends with you long term, you know, because you are going to drift away from each other. Like, if your friend comes to you and he wants to rant about something and you're just like, damn, that sucks. And you're not actually taking attention, or you're not being...
You gotta what are these sounds? What are you talking about, bro? Wait, hold on. You gotta, like, learn to be interested in what other people are talking about. It doesn't even have to be just your friends. It could just be anybody, like strangers that you have to talk to at, like, a family reunion or whatever. You have to learn to be interested if you want to have a relationship with them. Like, even if you don't care, you still have to. Sunny ring. What are you talking? Right. What is this frame that I paused on?
What is happening with my camera? It's just me.
Yo, let me see. Wait, what?
It looks like I have
I can't
filled
see.
grain.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what. Whenever you send me a picture, that's what it looks like. Well, anyways,
Brisky, what is happening? What is with this?
Attentive to what they care about or their problems or their life, then I mean it's just like whatever. And I mean there's a level to it in general, especially when you're in a big friend group. I think it's different depending on the person. You know, if you're in a friend group with like 8-9 people, you're probably going to be closer with 3 of them than some of the other ones, but you know, it varies.
You lose them because you didn't know how to carry them forward. And unlike the losses you notice, these disappearances leave no closure. And because of the Zeigarnik effect, our brain's tendency to remember unfinished tasks, they linger as names you almost search for, messages you almost send, people you almost reach out to but never do. Eventually, the silence feels permanent. You stop expecting them to be part of your life, and in a way, they stop expecting you to be in theirs. And yet all that time apart doesn't erase the part of you that remembers them and wishes for them back, because you're still following each other, still seeing their posts, watching birthdays pass that you don't message them for anymore.
Well, because you still show a care for that individual in some lighter way, but you've just you're kind of in the shadow of their life rather than the forefront. I mean, I don't think anything's wrong with that in the sense of like, I still care about this individual, but me and them are no longer close. But it does feel weird, like, you might not experience, for my younger viewers that are like 15, you're probably not going to relate to this at all. But if you're in college or you're out of college, you're older than me, you're going to get what I'm saying. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody that you used to be friends with, you're no longer friends with, you haven't talked to them in a few years, they hit you up, you hit them up, and it's very like a dry, hey man, what's been going on? Oh, nothing much, about work, blah, blah, blah. And you're kind of like creating a conversation, and it feels inauthentic. You recognize that there's no longer a flow to the way that you guys communicate. You're no longer just capable of sitting down and talking. Like,
I can relate to this because, like, bro, it's like, it's kind of like, it's kind of the same thing with, holy voice crack, kind of the same thing with Canadian Femboy. Like, I was just talking to him. We just like, how are you doing? Good. How are you? And then I said, I don't know what to talk about anymore. And he said, do anything fun recently? I said, no. I mean, bro,
I feel the same way with pretty much every single person in those servers.
Which ones? Like just any Discord server?
The one Trinity made and both. Actually, yeah, pretty much any Discord server.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bro,
In
like, it's just a bunch
in
of
Xeno server, I either like, I mean, I don't know, bro.
Screw Xeno.
You kind of,
Frick Xeno. I hate Xeno.
bro, just because he banned you from the server.
Yes.
You don't even like his content, bro. I don't, you can't be in a server without liking his content. That makes sense.
I don't care, bro.
Shut up. Bro, if you make like a fan server, what are you making, bro? What are you doing?
What?
But
Speak up, bro.
if someone makes
Speak
like
up
a
your
fan,
chest when you're talking to me.
is I'm talking to you. Get out of here, bro. Bro, but it's like you and me, bro. We've been talking like almost every day for like the last week or something, bro.
Yes, bro.
And
We need to keep it like that.
yeah, we do. And like we just hop on call and start talking about stuff because we have a good relationship. Like
Yes,
we can
we're
just
like-
we can
we're
just
like-
talk about stuff.
We're
like
like
we-
North and South Poles.
Bro,
It's magnets, bro.
I get yeah.
for example, like Chris is one of my closest friends. If me and Chris were in a room together, there would be no empty space. Me and him could just talk and it would feel effortless. But the second somebody's like, not the second, but like over time, like people that I used to be friends with that I'm no longer friends with, not even for bad reasons, just we've drifted apart. If me and them were in a room together, there would be a weird feeling of like, I have to fill this space, right? Because you're no longer close. You don't know each other like you used to.
Life updates you weren't part of. You scroll past their photos and feel this strange sense of knowing someone without actually knowing them anymore. And you hate it. So, you think of reaching out again. You imagine what it would be like to just send a message, to hear a voice, to reconnect. But what if they don't feel the same? What if they forgot about you a while?
I graduated college last April. I remember the last week my class friends would be like, oh, I'm staying in touch for you for sure. Yeah, it's word vomit, bro. That shit is cap. At ceremony, it's like I knew I was saying goodbye to them for the last time we even spoke to our met up since most of us. Yeah, bro, you move on. You have other. It's fun. It's even in college. It's like unless there's somebody that's actually close to you, it's just like some of the people that I would see every day in my philosophy classes. I still respect the fuck out of them.
Yes.
You know, I love them as people. I don't talk to them at all. You know, like they're not in conversation with me.
While back, maybe they don't care anymore. Maybe they changed too much and they're no longer the person you knew. Maybe it's awkward, embarrassing even. Maybe the timing is wrong. Doubts keep flooding your mind as you're looking at your past messages which now feel like they weren't yours to begin with. And so, you don't send anything. Every time you don't. Because the longer it's been...
And it doesn't even need to be a drift away. It doesn't even need to be a drift away to the point where they're no longer your friend. It's like, have you ever been in a friend group where, say there's 5 people and 2 of them you're really close with, 3 you're kind of semi-close with? And over time, those 2 become the semi-close people and 2 of the non-close friends become closer than the other people. Like, you could get introduced to somebody and then you, 5 years down the line, are actually more friends with that guy than the other dude. You know, it's like, that just happens.
Clear and emotionally risky. Reaching out to someone you haven't spoken to in years carries the possibility of rejection, awkwardness, or indifference. Even if that outcome is unlikely, which it is, the brain treats it as a threat, so it chooses the safer
from
option,
8 months ago.
which is doing nothing. And there's a decent chance the person you're thinking of experiences the same thoughts, and yet you might never talk again, because the person initiating consistently predicts rejection or awkwardness, although it's statistically unlikely. In large studies on reconnection, the overwhelming majority reported feeling happy, surprised, or genuinely touched when someone from their past reaches out. Even when they don't respond immediately, even when life has changed, the reaction is usually overwhelmingly positive. We consistently underestimate how much we matter to others.
Depends on the person, bro. I think when they're reaching out online, it's different. The reaction is generally positive through and through versus you being at a gas station in a hurry and then seeing somebody you haven't seen in 5 years and they're like, hey. And then now they're free, but you're busy, or vice versa. And then now it's like this weird, awkward, like, I kind of gotta go.
Psychologists call this the liking gap. We assume people care less than they actually do. That's why we fear risking it. And it's biological, not just mental. The brain processes social rejection using the same neural systems it uses for physical pain. To prove this, researchers put people in a brain scanner and had them play a simple online ball tossing game. At first, everyone was included. Then, about halfway through this game of catch among the 3 of them, the subject stopped receiving the ball and the 2 other supposed players threw the ball only to each other. When people felt excluded, the areas that lit up were the anterior cingulate cortex and the insula, regions normally active when the body experiences physical...
What are those sounds?
Oh, I have stuff in my throat.
Bro, what was that? Yeah, made it sound like... Bruh. There ain't nothing in your throat, but you just choking on.
I get a lot of that gunky stuff in throats, you know? Like, I don't know what's called, phlegm. Is that English?
Almost cough lungs. Is that what you said, bro?
I said I have phlegm in my throat.
I swear you said Eric Koffel's lung or something.
What?
I swear.
Schizophrenia or insanity?
All in his mind?
Oh no.
Bro. Give me that.
What was he cooking?
This was the first yellow text meme I've ever got on my phone. Yo, who is this dude? Get this dude out of here!
physical
Take thine heart so that thou mayest cleanse thy soul.
pain,
Pain.
like burning.
Catch sucks with 3 people. Yeah, because you got to make a triangle, and you don't want to keep throwing to the same person. No, that catch sucks with 3 people if you're not equal distances away from each other. If you make a perfect triangle with a 3-person of catch, it's fine. But it's never a perfect triangle. You're always closer with somebody, and you're catching the long passes, but you're throwing shorts, and you're like, I kind of want to throw long. So then one time you don't throw it to that guy, you just whiff it back. And then now it's like you just ruined the dynamic. So you need to like measure that out.
That's why the possibility of being ignored can feel like something to avoid at all costs. Staying silent hurts less in the short term, even if it costs you more over time. Meanwhile, life keeps moving. On average, an adult has about 5 people they consider very close. Around 15 they feel emotionally close to.
I would not say I have 15 best friends. I think
15 best friends is crazy.
I know, bro. I only have like 2. Honestly, one only like really good friend. That'd be you, bro.
Firstly, I only have you, bro.
Best friends.
So
I mean, honestly, my old best friends, they were only my best friends at school because that's only when I would talk to them. Like, I mean, I just don't have their numbers.
I'm about to do a dap up. I would call you my brother.
Yo, me too, bro.
In fact, I called you my brother to my mother.
Yo, bro. We gotta keep being friends past high school, bro. I meant brothers, my bad.
We gotta keep being brothers
Till death do us part, bro.
till death do us part.
Yes.
Yes, Frisbee. Anyways, speaking of till death do us part, have you watched Undead Unluck yet?
need to rename that. I agree. 5.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna play some GTA Online after this, and then after that, probably some Vinland Saga,
Alright.
and then rewatch the Backrooms tonight.
Instead of rewatching Backrooms?
No, we're going to the movies. We're going to the movies to rewatch it
Oh, you're going to the movies?
again,
Oh, I wish I could go to the movies.
bro. No, wait, no. I have a great idea. I'm gonna record it on my phone in 4K, bro. I got you. Yeah, it's probably still gonna look butt though, and the audio is gonna be mid.
Yeah.
The audio is the problem. Like that's unfixable,
Don't worry, I can wait. I have patience.
bro. Yeah.
I'm a patient.
Passive
When
rage
is-
bait.
When is what's it called? When is Obsession coming out on
It is.
home screen? It's already out.
No, wait. Listen. You have to pay $20 to rent unless you have like the top level of Prime Video.
Interesting. I'm sure somebody's gotten it.
Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you. The version of Obsession that I have is recorded off of Prime Video, unless that's not what you're talking about.
I want Obsession recorded off of Prime Video. Yes.
That's the one I have. Unless you're trying to watch it off Prime Video, like Prime, whatever.
Give me the site.
It's a torrent.
Interesting.
I only
Give
have
me
the
whatever
file.
That is.
You have to
People
download.
close-
You have to download QB torrent.
Okay.
No, Qbit torrent. I'm at. Let me send it to you.
Okay.
After you download this, I'll send you the torrent site. It also has some like behind the scenes things or whatever. Oh yeah, you said you wanted to watch it on your TV. I don't think that's gonna work. Unless you put it on your USB or
Right.
something.
Guess I'll just have to watch it on my
Well, I mean, it's too late. I'm already on the site, so whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm giving it to you anyways.
Yes.
I have a feeling this one has subtitles, but just because it says that, but I don't know.
Dang.
No, better not. But I no, actually, I think. Wait, that might be the. Yeah, give me a second, bro.
Windows protected your PC. More info. Run anyway.
Yeah.
I'm so rebellious.
Oh wait, actually.
What to do, Windows?
Okay, wait. I think I found the one that I got. I don't know. Okay, wait. Don't ignore the first one. The first obsession link. That one's bad. The one that I sent. The second one is the one that I have. That's good.
Okay.
If you still care about that, I don't know, bro. I didn't understand the message you were trying to convey while I was looking for it.
Yeah, bro.
Well, anyways,
Yeah.
Friends. I think we need to rename that. I agree 5 people close to, then you have 15 that you're close to, and then it's more distant, more distant.
And roughly 150 total social connections at all.
I would not say that I have 150 casual friends. I would say you have to rename this. You have 150 acquaintances, 50 friends, 15 good friends.
bro, how?
Friends?
No, bro, it said 150 casual friends. That is no, bro. There's no way. I'm not even
Bro.
joking. I probably only have like 20 casual friends.
I have like 10, 5, 10,
Son is
15,
lonely.
20?
Bro's
30?
lonely.
I don't know. Oh, I'm so lonely.
Are you
Then
suffering
again,
from
I'll-
depression?
Then again, I'll honestly just talk to people that I don't care about, and then, yeah, bro. I don't even consider them friends. I'll just be bored. It's like how I was with like a good 70% of the people I would say hi to in the hallway.
Yeah. 70.
And 5 close friends. That's it. And when I say 5 close friends, that doesn't even mean friend. That could be like your mom.
But that doesn't erase the connection that existed before. It just means life filled the space functionally, not emotionally. Which is why certain people stay stuck in your mind even when you haven't spoken in years. They're probably the ones that you didn't fully replace their roles yet. And the longer it's been, the more your memory starts editing things. What you remember feels warmer, simpler, safer than it probably was, especially during moments when you feel lonely or uncertain about where your life is headed. Studies led by Konstantin Sadikides found that when people feel lonely, anxious, or uncertain, they instinctively reach for memories that restore continuity.
Bro, why is there like a cut in the video? Like you can tell when it cuts. I'm looking at the chat and it's saying W take that, why is that true and all that stuff. Why can't I hear what he said, bro? That sounds good. Like
Yeah, I was just
what if it was actually
thinking-
good?
I was just thinking, and during the in the trolley problem,
Yeah.
why not, like, while the thing is going to it, instead of like switching it before or after, do it like right as the train gets onto it, so that it, like, breaks or something.
Wouldn't it break because you'd have to put on too much force? Or like
I'm pretty sure most things are like, it's an electrical thing that causes the thing to turn.
Well, I mean, if you look at the trolley problem picture, it's like a lever. So wouldn't
Yeah,
you
it's a
have to?
lever.
Aren't you using your own force to push it, or is it like a switch that does it?
As far as
Like
let's see. Is a train track lever?
I don't think they have those
electrical
kind anymore, though.
Yeah, they're all like manual or
Automatic.
manually controlled. Yeah, electrical or mechanical. Yeah. Oh. Okay, it's mechanical.
Like I said. Or like.
But
you're-
either way, but why not just turn it like halfway or something
Yeah, I think that could work.
so that it still derails and
Yeah, that could
hopefully
work.
doesn't hit anybody.
Wait, what if you do it right after the first like wheels go in, then you press it?
That's what I was saying.
Oh, I thought you meant like change it while the wheel was on it.
No, like in between. You know how it has like multiple things.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I understand it now. I understand
I'm thinking, bro.
it. Bro, you should have just told me that, because I wouldn't have even talked about flipping it in force or whatever.
This,
Yeah.
this is how
The COVID 19 pandemic made that truth impossible to ignore. During lockdowns, we rewatched comfort shows, baked childhood snacks, streamed old songs. Data from Spotify showed a surge in music from the listeners' teenage years, especially early 2000 pop. Even Google searches for nostalgia hit record highs in 2020. When the future shuts down, the past becomes our safest place to hide. And that's why you tell yourself you'll reach out someday. Not now, not like this, not without some reason, which you know will probably never come. You think about typing the message more times than you can count, usually late at night, usually when something reminds you of them for no clear reason. And you're not alone in this. The average adult frequently recalls past relationships, often multiple times a week. In the end, the connection survives only in your head.
I mean, I will say I always wonder what, like, previous friends that I don't talk to are up to. And I think it's also with, like, guys, bro. So many, like, I only post because I do social media. The amount of guys that I was friends with that their most recent Instagram post is from 8 years ago when they were still freshmen in high school is, like, absurd, okay? Like, so many guys I know, I'm like, what are they up to? Let me go check their socials. Oh, they haven't posted since 2016. So it's like, I'm not going to be like, hey, man, was just trying to see what you do with your life. What's been up?
Picture running into them someday by accident.
What's
Did you
been,
pause the
what's,
video?
Oh yeah, my mic was muted. I meant to say, I need to run that back and see what. Look at the chat right here, at the where my mouse is.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. It's kind of crazy.
I wonder if he's from Canada.
Is that a reference? To somebody.
Possibly.
Somebody like. Somebody.
been up?
Picture running into them someday by accident. At an airport, maybe. Somehow booking the seat next to you on a plane. Somewhere fate can take the blame for the conversation starting. In your imagination, it goes smoothly. You catch up effortlessly. You laugh the way you used to. You feel that old familiarity snap back into place like it never left. And deep down, you know that if it ever actually happened, it probably wouldn't feel like that. It would be clumsy, brief, polite, or painfully short, which somehow makes the imagined version even harder to let go of. People feel embarrassed for missing someone who hasn't
Yeah, bro, and you always be going, oh, man, we gotta hang out soon, bro. Oh, shit, I haven't seen you in forever, bro. We gotta go. Oh, my God, yo, next time you're in town, let me know, bro. We're gonna be able to go out.
Contacted them, embarrassed for caring more than they think the other person does. Thoughts like, if they wanted to talk to me, they would. Or, it's been too long for me to feel this way. So the attachment gets treated like a weakness, something immature, something to outgrow. Even though attachment is one of the most human things there is. And what makes this harder is that our fear is usually wrong. When researchers actually looked at what happens, They found that when adults reconnect with childhood friends decades later, they often describe something unexpected. Not that it feels exactly the same, but that it comes back faster than they thought it would. Awkwardness, when it showed up at all.
Well, I don't know. I think it's that you go into that wondering how you're both acting now. Because it's like, especially when it's a childhood friend that you're no longer close to. Like some of my boys from high school, we're way different in different job paths now. Like if I saw them, like I know they're not how they were 5 years ago. So it's like, what's new? You have to like regain an understanding of each other's personas.
Usually faded within 1 or 2 exchanges. What people actually regretted most wasn't trying and failing. It was never trying at all. And middle-aged people who never did rank it as their biggest regret. Hospice nurses often talk about what people mention at the end of their lives.
That's why a college grad party is the best way to get back together.
I just saw an absolute bum in chat. He said, "Play Fortnite, I'm bored." So, bro.
Kill him, execute him.
Execute, bro. Put him on the cross.
Crucify him.
Burn him at the stake, bro. Imagine having an attention span that low. 90% of my viewers. 99%, bro.
Your viewers?
Yes.
It's because the meme videos, they're all low attention span babies.
I know. I mean, I hate to have my now over half of my subscriber base is just like, I mean, what else am I supposed to do to get subscribers? I can't keep doing the same thing for like 3 more years and still not be like having monetized videos and stuff. Like, if you catch me in 3 more years doing the same type of content, I'm probably still not gonna have like 1,000 subscribers or whatever.
Yo, they're LASKs. LASK. Low attention span kids.
Lasks? Wait, hold on, spell that?
LASK.
Oh yeah, bro. I see it. We're gonna have to use that in the future if I remember it.
Yes.
Yes, bro.
If we remember.
We.
I might forget.
Yeah. What was that?
Together or wedding or like a high school reunion. There's drinks. You're all just in a room getting to talk to each other. You shoot and then you understand how they are.
Found that it's often the weaker ties in our lives, old friends, distant connections, that shape us more than we realise. They're the ones that expand our sense of the world, that remind us of who we used to be and who we might still become. Yet you
I mean, you're going from being a teenager to an adult. I think I've changed, but I still have 2 years to go. That's what I'm saying. I think like 2 years from now, you're probably going to be like, damn, I'm way different than when I was a senior in high school, you know? Senior in high school, you're 18 versus 23, man. Like, that's like actual life experience.
almost never know when you're living the last normal day with someone. You always assume you'll stay in touch, both of you do, until one day you realise you didn't.
Wow, what a good video.
It wraps. Now time to watch Minecraft on Superfan next.